Hello everybody, I am going to talk about linen fibers manufacturing process. I will talk about one of the most important natural fibers. Linen is one of the oldest fibers known to man. Also, linen is one of the most luxurious textiles and is comfortable to use. Linen fiber is a cellulose fiber derived from the flax plant trunk. Linen yarn is woven from the long fibers found behind the bark in a multi-layered stalk of the flax plant. In order to restore cellulose fibers from the plant, the wooden trunk and the inner pith, pectin, which binds the fibers together in a clump, must be eliminated away. Cellulose fibers are then ready for spinning. There are 4 stages of linen fibers manufacture process, which are cultivating, retting, drying, and spinning. One, cultivating. It takes about 100 days from planting the seeds to harvesting the flax plant. Flax cannot withstand very hot weather, therefore, in many countries, seed planting is calculated from the time of a year where flax should be harvested due to heat, and farmers return to 100 days to set a date for planting. In some regions of the world, linen is grown in winter due to the heat of early spring. When flax plants are a few inches high, weeds should be carefully removed from the area so as not to disturb sensitive sprouts. Within 3 months, the plants are straight, and slender stems may reach a height of 61 to 122 centimeters with small blue or white fibers. Two, retting. Flax fibers are separated from other parts of the stem by the process of retting to provide the raw material for spinning. There are 3 ways of retting: water retting, dew dips, and chemical retting. The method of water retting produces the best linens. Flax fibers are soaked in water to dissolve pectin and separate the fibers. Swamps and ponds are excellent for this method. The dew dips method is another way to separate flax fibers. In this way, the morning dew helps to separate the flax fibers, and they are pulled as the day warms. Also, flax can be retted by using a chemical process, but this process produces lower quality linens. Three, drying. After the retting process, flax plants are allowed to dry before they undergo a fracture process. In order to crush decomposed stems, they are sent through grooved rollers that dismantle the stem and separate the outer fibers from the bark that will be used to make flax. This process divides the stem into small parts of the bark called shives. After that, the shives are scutched. The scutching machine removes broken shives with rotating paddles, and finally separates flax fibers from the stem. For spinning. Flax roving is placed on a spinning frame, drawn to the thread and eventually wound on spools. Many of these spools are filled on a spinning frame at the same time. The fibers are formed into a continuous strip by pressing between the pulleys and combing them through fine pins. Linen is woven where roving is run through a bath with hot water in order to bind the fibers together and thus produce thin strands. The wet threads are transferred from the rollers on the spinning frame to the large drag rollers. They are then transferred to the dryers, and when the yarn is dry, it is wound onto bobbins for weaving or wound into yarn spools of different weights. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, do not forget to subscribe and share the video with your friends. And if you want to learn more about linen and other fibers, you can visit longwayeducation.com.